Hey, this is Dan and Bob from GigaBoots.com, and apparently we're just gonna chill and watch some anime today.
Oh, I want to watch anime.
Oh, well,
is that weird?
You know, that's okay. Because, you know, they'll never find our videos. The anime industry. They'll be like, why would a video games website have a video of our anime?
Yeah, why would they just talk over that? That'd be weird.
Actually, that'd be pretty awesome. Why aren't we doing that?
I don't know. Probably because they will find us.
And they will kill us. Because unlike video games, it's not an interpretive thing. It is, you have uploaded their content. So, Tales of Grace's F abridged is what I'm hearing.
Alright, so this is...
Is it Tales of Grace's?
This is Tales of Grace's F. The F is for being on PlayStation.
For those who don't know, this is actually, the Japanese demo of this was one of the very first quick plays we ever did.
Yeah, if you go back in the archives, you can find it.
It's all the way at the beginning. It is the third quick play we did.
Make sure I load up the right file here.
Jesus, it took that long to come over.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of GigaBoots has existed within the time frame it took them to bring this fucking game over. That's...
Thank you, Namco.
Thank you, Namco. Bob, these graphics look dated. I wonder why.
I have no idea.
Me neither.
Alright, let's, I guess...
Be anime.
Be anime.
Got any clowns?
No clowns so far. I mean, this is what soldiers look like in this country. They kind of look like clowns. Kind of.
Yeah.
But, the story is told through various ways. This is one of them. There'll be these little skits things. Go ahead and show off one of those. Whenever you see select button pop up in the lower, upper left, right, lower. In the lower left, you can hit it, and they do this little skit.
That if a liar licks the salt, it'll taste totally sweet. There aren't any liars in our group, Pascal.
Well, we can try it out. Everyone give it a lick.
So, it's like very poorly animated visual novel.
Right. This is the last time, or the first time I remember running this sort of thing is Star Ocean 2 had something like this, where it's sort of cheaply with voiceovers gave you a little bit more interaction between the characters.
So salty and gross. What about you, Asbel?
Oh, yeah, salty. I had too much.
Blech. Everyone could taste it? It's salty, isn't it, Cheria?
But yeah, that's how those run down. Oh, let's get into the combat.
Already we've proven that this game is full of drama.
I actually found a point in this game that won't have spoilers and isn't... It should be fine.
Random encounter, boss battle, end of game. Oh!
This is like 13 hours in. I've played too much of this game. Yes. Alright. Combat here is pretty complicated. I'll go ahead and run through a regular battle first and then try and explain it next time. I think that might be the best way to do this.
They're gonna run you through, look out!
That's what they say.
I'll run you through.
But yeah, I'm actually controlling this in real time. This should be pretty obvious. I have a block button, I can dodge left and right. And let's see. A whole lot of stuff going on. I can also switch between all these characters using the D-pad. So, yeah.
Now, if I ask some stupid questions,
Sword skills are amazing.
it's because I...
Thanks. I'll use them to protect us all.
Where's aggro? I need a backup so I can step out. I liked you more when I couldn't understand you.
Those things after the battle usually have some minor joke that I think was meant to be funny. I'm not entirely sure. Was that one?
I think it was trying to be funny.
Alright. But there are two different types of attacks here. I got my X attacks, which are called the A abilities. And that's the standard combo that you can go through by holding different directions as you hit the X button. So,
no timing based?
Not timing based at all. It's just you have all four different directions that are equated to different attacks. You can change between the different ones. Let me show you how the tree is set up, because that'll explain it a bit better. A-art tree, and then you start at the first one, and then depending on if you hold forward, you'll do the staggering strike, or if you hold that one, you'll do the wing crush, and then you can switch to the next one by holding forward again,
Right.
and so on and so forth. And on top of there, you see the CC values. So I have 1 CC for the first one, and then so on and so forth. And the bottom.
Because these are tiny boxes we're shoving in your chest that take up cubic centimeters, and you can only fit so many.
They're command something.
Command coins.
But anyway, you can see right under the portrait for each character, I have so many of those. So I can go through so many of those actions before I use them up. And they recharge really quickly. There's no mana system in this, no MP at all. So it's all about just conserving those and using them as you need to. And then there's also the other types of attacks, which are the circle button ones. And those are all ones that draw his sword for the main character here, anyway.
That was hilarious. Victory is ours.
Sometimes it's
Where did these jokers get it?
when you see the whole team layer like that, it's not one of the skit things. It's just
Now,
a quote.
it's totally weird that the world map's 30 and the in-combat 60.
Well, I mean, it has to be really for combat. You know, they need to be really have a lot of control here because this is very much timing based.
Right.
Where you need to
but
dodge
that
enemy
world
attacks.
map isn't intense.
No, it's not. Concept that sort of stuff when you go into this blue mode. You have infinite CC, and if you hold L1 during a combo, you'll do super techniques.
I noticed back there on the arts screen, you could actually select auto, where you just, I guess, mash the button, and he does stuff.
I'm not sure how auto works for the character you're playing as, because auto is what everyone you're not playing as set is.
Ah.
So let me see if it'll let me do auto for this season. Characters act automatically. Yeah, so that would not even be button mashing. That would be watching. Yeah, I'm just watching him do this. And he's a retard. He doesn't
No,
always...
fire bad, bro! You're still not hitting anything.
I'm not hitting anything here. That's if you will
Oh
certainly
my god,
lose.
this is the Penny Arcade comic.
That's all of them.
You get to watch the RPG play itself.
But right, you will certainly lose almost any battle like that.
Not if I grind enough. This is Gran Turismo B spec.
This is true. If you grind it up, your character will probably be able to one-hit kill them.
Retard its way through anything.
Right? Turn that back to auto. Semi-auto, he'll move into the attack range for each attack automatically. Like if, say this one only hits right in front of me.
Yeah,
So he'll walk close enough to use it.
I see.
Whereas full auto, you walk and do all of that yourself. You don't worry about it. Walking.
You mean manual?
Manually.
You just set it to auto.
I am
You have switched which side of your brain is thinking.
manual. There we go. And the movement can be a little bit weird because it is all based just straight on forward and back compared to your enemy. It's no 3D movement except for dodging left and right, which is very Tales-like considering it started out as a wholly 2D fighting system.
Huh.
And then you can hold the L1 button, brings up a little stat sheet of what your enemy is. So you can see his HP, and then I see his weaknesses. And you can see he's weak to impact and freeze. I know I have several
And beast.
in beast.
So if he's eaten.
Some of my attacks will have beast stat.
Or maybe if you just take off that blonde guy's shirt. Maybe that'll be beastly enough.
But on the lower right, you can see each of these attacks has different elements to it. Like this one's Fiend, Slash, and Inorganic. That's impact, so I can use that and use weak against it.
This one's crisp, light, and all natural.
And if you hit, or the more of those weaknesses you hit, the stronger the attack's going to be. So if you hit him with 3 weaknesses in one combo string, you'll actually do way more damage than just grinding 1 weakness.
That's an extensive set of type matching you could do.
It is insane. And I mean, no one character will have all the different ones, so you're likely to have to switch between multiple during gameplay to do that. Which, yeah, it can get pretty complicated, but I kind of like that. It's like, if you can handle doing this, go for it.
All the more power to you. You know, this seems like it'd be a really cool idea for a multiplayer game, and
It is. You can pick up a controller and do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
like
thing.
I knew the Wii one. You could
Yeah, they didn't lose that at all.
Okay, good. Very good.
And there's also multiple camera settings. I just I think that's
Like,
it.
that was why I didn't think, actually, that it would allow for that, because...
So, I mean, it just comes up in the right side there. I can adjust the zoom, then party, target, or enemies, everyone. And it's just sort of...
That's cool. I was gonna suggest, though, that perhaps a Vita could connect, have its own perspective.
That would be nice.
That would be badass. Outright. That's...
Right?
That'd be ridiculous.
There is a Vita one. I have to wonder.
Can you stand?
If only Asbel could be this kind.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I kind of like those with the...
Why do you want Asbel? Look at that guy's goatee. He's beastly. Have you seen him without his shirt? He does extra damage to boars.
Wow, okay.
What? A guy with a goatee like that? He's got to be ribbed.
Alright. Now let's go into how you level up your characters. Leveling up isn't the big deal with how you upgrade them in this one. Because you can see each one have their level, and that definitely dictates some of their stats. But you have this huge title system. Each of these titles earn through either using a technique a lot, like Art Apprentice. I used a lot of arts and was able to unlock this title. And other ones unlock story-wise, like Sword of the King, when you start working for the king.
It's an interesting system.
And each one has five different things you learn. And each of those do different, like the bottom one there, if I didn't know Lightning Strike, that would teach me how to use that technique, Lightning Strike.
Okay, and each time the bar fills to 160, you'll go up a star?
Right, and then you can get all 5 stars. Now, once you get all 5 stars, then you can fill the bar up again, and it'll upgrade all of those. Like, you'll see the damage plus 5. I'll get damage plus 5 for each of those techniques from doing it again.
Cool.
Then, this is another interesting thing. Down here, this is one of the special costumes I unlocked from pre-ordering. And there are other unique costumes you don't need to pre-order for. But even to unlock costume, you unlock a title, and then you unlock it from powering up on that title. So you could conceivably have costumes that come with a special move, something like that.
That's pretty cool.
And each one's actually different. Like with Frostbreaker here, it's not that it's a simple progress of, okay, you've gotten so many different titles that have Frostbreaker in it. Each title that has Frostbreaker gives a different thing to Frostbreaker, like accuracy plus 15% and hold the art for altered fast.
So you could just be hunting down these Frostbreaker enhancing
right, and you'd be like, I want to
be the Frostbreaker.
Right. And each character has this huge list of them. It's, what, 162, 161, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
And
people think EV and IV points are ridiculous.
But I really like this. This is something that I haven't seen in an RPG since we left the PlayStation 2 era. I feel like, yeah, it's nice to have something that's really deep you can sink your teeth into of, okay, I want to super level this character up in every way.
I need to be the best. There, everyone. Wait.
And another weird thing you have is a mixer here. You just put various items in this. Like I have a life bottle, which is pretty much Phoenix Down, and other things. And each one's got a percentage chance of just randomly creating while I walk around the field. And it uses up that little bar in the lower right, the Ellis bar. And you can refill that in any shop.
Huh.
So it's kind of a good way of helping you get something like more of the anti-poison things, like the Panacea bottles. Or ice pops. Which, you need ice pops.
No, that's EK pops.
No, it's not! I also have multiple characters I'm not using. I can show her in the party just if I run into another battle.
You took out Malik, man.
Okay, fine. We'll leave Malik in.
Where am I gonna get my sweet and sour now?
Your sweet and sour?
Malik's a type of acid they use in sweet and sour candies.
Okay.
High-level cooking joke.
Let's run to one more boss. Or no, yes.
One more boss?
One more.
They're all bosses of these small domains.
Alright, I screwed up something somewhere. Zoom back in, target that, and okay, now I'm back in control mode too.
So when you zoom out that much, it just does itself?
No, it didn't do it. I was
lost.
It's a little bit hard to orient yourself when facing that direction because you're
Right.
still like trying to move. and
Which
stuff.
is why the Vita individual perspective, a la Crystal Chronicles, would still be a pretty cool system.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And since the Vita actually has some decent processing power, it
I think that's
could
all
do
of
that
them.
feasibly.
Right.
Unlike certain combos of portables and consoles that don't quite. In any case, so running
Alright,
around.
Let's run back into town real quick, show off how the item upgrading works.
I noticed this is a Japanese RPG, and he does not run like a girl.
I know, weird, right?
I like that.
Tales games have never been known for doing that, though.
Right,
so
right.
we lucked out.
Coding.
No,
Can you install this game? Doesn't install at all.
I don't believe so. Oh wait, no, it did install when I first booted it up. I'm pretty sure. So let's see how big that install is. Not that one.
Is this Blade's time? Yes, no. Yeah, you can't check.
Oh, you can't check that?
You can't check the size.
It's pretty big.
Walling
I
game.
remember that. It took a while.
That's tragic.
All right. The dualizing is basically the item making creation
yeah.
thing for this one. You get a lot of different items and can kind of try and throw them together, see what you can come up with. But more importantly, for weapons, you can just go with that, and then each of these shards you pick up will add a different stat to it.
That's awesome.
So we can.
I like that.
And a nice
Now
thing.
it's
Yes, I have a rigid sword. Is that?
It's funny.
Is that funny? Okay.
It is funny.
All right.
Plus one times one.
Well, it's saying I got one of them.
I know.
Okay. But after you've done that, you actually, if you use that sword in battle more, as it's saying here, it becomes tempered. And then once it becomes tempered, it's sorry, excuse me. It actually increases attack power, and you can use it again in another item transformation to put it together with another weapon, and it'll make another jewel that you can then put into a third different weapon.
Oh, that reminds me of another game, and I can't remember the name of it. Where you carry on the weapon stats through destroying the weapon and creating some other item.
Right.
That's cool.
It's unique, or it's not that unique, but it's really simple. It's like pick up and go, kind of.
Parasite Eve.
Okay.
Boom.
Let's see. Alright, then the other thing, though, you use the other dualizing part for, which was the making random items like food. You can go to any inn, and there'll always be missions, or requests, rather. And this guy wants Salisbury steak.
And this guy wants blowjob. This guy wants... That's not how you spell fellatio.
So then I would go to a shop and make Salisbury steak for him.
I'm your bitch. Time to make your dinner. Poisons it.
Do I have the stuff for Salisbury steak? Is a good question.
That is a good question.
Where is the meat? There it is, minced meat and onion, Salisbury steak. I can only make one though, so that won't really satisfy him.
Really?
Yeah, he wanted two.
So we would have to get more minced meat.
Right.
How would we get that?
I've run into one random woman who would mince meat for me, and you can also find minced meat from killing certain enemies.
I ran into minced meat and killed it.
But yeah, there's a small fee for doing this. It's not like a major thing. Like that was only 17 gald, which it's gold with A instead of O.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
good.
fun.
That way it's gold.
Gold.
It's
I don't
gold.
Also, if
That's
you
marvelous.
the Sam card kind of tries to get you to be loyal to a certain shop and always go back to it, which is impossible or in the point of the game where I am, where you're just
Right.
moving around all the time. But I guess eventually you'll be able to kind of stick in more one area and do all your transmuting.
Endgame.
Yeah. Let's see what other systems we got going on in here.
Is the majority of the game told through cutscenes in game?
Yes, there are anime cutscenes and just a lot of in-game cutscenes.
Got
That other thing that I was showing at the beginning of the
Yeah,
quick play
the
was
visual novel
is
sort
not the typical way. That's like for bonus stuff, pretty much.
Gotcha. For the little gags.
Yeah, little gags or just slight amount more character development. Nothing major.
Man, that map barely looks like it's moving. It's pretty fucking zoomed out there. That man has a face floating above his head.
That would
Somebody should warn him.
that guy would continue the mission, or not continue. Sorry, he has another request from in town.
It's gone. Sorry, that's gonna be killing me. Not as much as Dragon Might Sword or Dragon Spirits and islands that are existing within a sphere. You know, nothing like that.
No.
But, still. What's that icon in the back?
That is a save point. You can go there to save. I know.
Shiny white crystals.
Signing white crystal to save. It's crazy.
It's radical.
No RPG has ever done it before. Trying to get to another actual cutscene so I can kind of see how those would play out.
So that way we can spoil the game?
Well, like I said, I'm at a point that really isn't very spoilery.
Oh, okay.
We seem fine so far.
Basically, we're just trying to go visit the president of this country.
Let's ask around. The town people should know something.
The town people should know something. Soy the Greens people. Yeah. I
They
know,
know it.
right? It's totally fucked up. See ya.
Anyhow, I can talk to each person. I say junk.
Oh, hey. They blew it all up. Damn them. Damn them to hell. Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Once in a while, around the treasure chests, they actually have a
Password.
Password, yeah.
What?
And then you can find some hint in the area, and you'll.
Wow. Is the area Google? Is the hint looking it up?
You can also do that if you want to Google it.
I think I do.
But I know the answer to this one. Let's do it.
Riri.
If I can spell this right.
Rock lobster? Rockjaw?
Whoops. That should do it. Yep. Ooh.
A book of restraint. It makes it so the person you use it on has to stay more than 300 yards from you. That's like 3 football fields. Yes, it is. That is your only metric for measuring things, isn't it?
Also, since I unlocked a costume before, I can go through that on. Tales of Destiny 2 had one of the gayest costumes in his series history.
Oh my god.
You also ran.
Go back, just so we can see. And switch. Okay. You were saying? You can also see.
You can also see the attachments, and you get these throughout just through the normal adventure. Find them on the ground at random, like a watermelon to put on the head.
At least it distracts you from everything else.
And now he will say in that as a cutscene.
It's survived for eons and has great scientific value.
I don't want the Rockagong to die.
I do! I'm so evil! Look at my hat and petticoat.
We did it so we could initiate rescue operations. In case
But yeah,
the
this
creatures-
it definitely feels PS2 era sort of storytelling here with the sort of stable camera angles for a lot of it. Sometimes it'll get a little bit more cinematic, but yeah.
But no cinematic flair, no cinematic visual effects of like depth of field and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Those calling to save the
Oh,
Rockagong are
Japan.
growing by the day.
who's calling to save the Rockagong are.
He is the worst voice actor in this game.
Any means necessary.
Like, he's the only one so far I've just been like, man, that's just not good.
The will of the people is very divided. If nothing is done, the situation will only grow worse.
This is a problem.
There's nothing in the rulebook that says giraffe can't play football.
That's a
Good to know, dignified man. Good to know. Well, I'll see ya.
What do we do?
Eat this thing on my head? No, that's madness. Why would we eat your hat? Maybe I could unleash the beast. No, I don't think having gay sex with him is going to sway him. But good idea,
That's a
Malik.
plan.
Well, we certainly won't reach the capital by standing around here. Let's go.
Nope, that's not how movement works. At least he's got that down.
Yeah. These JRPG heroes, one step at a time, okay?
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna protect them with his sword skill. So, you know, at least he's got that down.
These are how you can move around a little more quickly. There are these turtle transports you can talk to. And
Excuse me, pandemoniums? Did it say that? What was the last word there?
I don't know.
Yeah, go back. I need to know. Pandemoniums.
Yeah, he has
Total pandemonium.
all the turtles guys add Z to most of the words they say. Make them sound more ethnic, I guess.
Yep.
Trying to think if there's anything else that's like a major. Okay, you can hold L1 to kind of show you where you're going. It says head to Strata's capital, so I'm gonna go do that. And there are multiple different missions I could do, like requests that were in that town.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't. So.
Let's get this under
But there isn't a world map in this game, which a lot of people are pretty disappointed about. I have to say, that is, I expect a world map. Okay, something's wrong with this control. Let me see if he got set to dirt. Okay, he did.
So, watermelon monsters.
Yeah. Okay. Is that weird? Is that weird to you?
Yeah.
I have to say, this is the first time I ran into him. I didn't question it. You just have to come to accept some things, you know?
Like watermelons are evil. You deserve to be killed.
Oh, only when they have giant monsters in them. I mean, look at my head, watermelon. It's well behaved.
You need
Okay,
to
good
study
point.
up on the basics.
He's Tager, if you
Of
haven't
my
noticed.
abs. Rips open shirt. Is he?
Yeah, he is totally Tagering it out.
Cool. Totes cool. So, we think that's it?
Yeah, that's most of the features you're gonna get here. It's a pretty like generic JRPG, but at the same time, we don't see
It's
many of
this
those.
standard JRPG this gen with lots of content to bite into with the leveling system and whatnot.
Right, and definitely like a really advanced combat system. You
Yeah.
don't see this in anything else. I don't.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's,
Look out!
Something is wrong here.
He's
He
gonna
keeps
run you
switching-
through!
He keeps switching back to auto. I did not have this problem until just now.
Maybe it's because you switched to auto outside of that.
Probably, but each character's got his own like deal with the circle button attack. So whereas this guy does the all sword drawn stuff, other ones don't do something like that. They have much more like, oh, these are more for healing and that sort of stuff. But yeah,
Why the pigtails, Sophie? Pigtails? Your hair, those! These? The captain said they'd let me fly through the air. Oh, I get it.
For video reviews, quick plays, top 8s, and more, go to GigaBoots.com.